Okay, guys, hi, good morning. I'm back. This is October 25th, and I tried to do a live stream a few minutes ago, but I don't think the sound was very good, so I'm going to start all over again. I moved closer to the modem here. Hi, good morning, continuous liners. So I am departing for my urban sketching workshop today. It's here in Mexico City. The Dia de los Muertos Urban Sketch Mexico City workshop is starting today. Super excited for this. And so I wanted to check in with the continuous liners before I checked into my workshop. I want to applaud everyone who's hanging in there and doing this selfie drawing challenge. I mean, I want to applaud everyone who's part of this continuous line storytelling, whether you're doing the selfie thing, whether you're doing Inktober, because those are hard prompts, man. I see the words every day. Those are challenging. Bluff, booger, I mean, come on. But bravo to everyone who's doing that, right? And whether you're doing like, gracias. Es mejor aquí, gracias. Whether you're, drawing things in your house or, I'm going to be drawing things out on the street, continuous line. But I will, so bravo to everyone who's participating in this. And I do want to say a word about this selfie challenge here, right? It's just super hard, right? Super hard. I think it's one of the hardest drawing challenges because not only is it drawing, and then the ego gets involved as it does with everything. Drawing is such an emotional thing, right? Like whatever our subject we're drawing, it can like trigger things, right? So to draw oneself a selfie, I mean, like when I'm drawing myself, I see my mom in my eyebrows. I see it in my eyes. My mom kind of had this Irish droop here, and I got that too, right? So when I'm drawing myself, it's like there's all these things that come into play. And earlier this week or a few days ago, a friend of mine who I love dearly, and I know she loves me dearly, and she cares for me and I care for her, she made a statement, "Oh, I don't like your selfies, they don't look like you." And I was like, whoa, man. I was like, how dare you, right? Like, do you have any idea how hard it is, right? So it's it was one of these things that really caught me off guard because when I got back into my space about this, I was like, I'm not drawing these selfies for anyone else. They're not finished drawings. They're not finished paintings. That's not what this group is about, where we're doing finished drawings, finished paintings. It's a practice, right? The continuous line storytelling is not only an opportunity to like tell stories through lines, continuous line to help you push through drawing fears, but it's a way to practice, right? And you know how you get good at drawing yourself? You practice, right? And honestly, I think it's one of the hardest things to just draw oneself because, like if I get the space in between my eyes too far apart or too close together, or my nose too short, or even my face too short, right? Drawing my face too short makes me look too young, and drawing it too longer makes me look older, right? So there's all these things that come into play, like how do I see myself? How am I actually? What are the actual mathematics? What's the space between the corner of my eye and the top of my ear? The crease here, how big is that? Sometimes if you go too heavy there, you could make yourself look ancient, right? But I have these lines here, and I have a lot of lines, right? And I've had this one here, right? So you draw a line that is actually on your face, and you can, like in an instant, you can add 10 years to your selfie, right? Which then you go, oh my God, look how old I am. I see the comments that some of you are making when you're drawing your faces like, oh my God, who am I, right? Somebody said that. I don't even know who I am, right? I totally get it because I have this whole collection of selfies now, and some of them I look 21 and others I look 81, right? And everything in between. But the thing is, when you're drawing a selfie in continuous line, it's like a roller coaster ride, man. You just gotta go, go, go. And I got this new haircut, so now I'm playing with my hair. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't, right? But the challenge of a fountain pen, ink pen, doing your face in one line, I mean, it's honestly one of the hardest challenges, right? And most times I don't get it right. But that's why I keep practicing, right? The art of just keep drawing your lines, keep going, push through your drawing fears. These are the benefits. Wait a minute, here we go. The benefits, oh, I got ink all over, of the continuous line practice. Is that backwards? I think it is. I'm going to read it to you. Benefits of continuous line. Number 1, push through drawing fears. And then a friend says, I don't like your drawings, right? And then you go, oh, holy crap, right? You just got to keep going. Push through drawing fears. Number 2, better understanding of composition and logistics. You learn the distance of things by practicing with the continuous line. How big is my head? I have a huge head, and sometimes I don't get it. I get it like from here to here. I have a huge head, right? And so by practice, I understand the composition. And this is not just selfies. This is like architecture. This is foreground, middle ground, background. It's a way to learn how things, the composition of things, right? So that's number 2, better understanding of composition and logistics. Number 3, build confidence. Unless someone tells you your drawings suck. But you know what? That's just life. Life is always going to throw you. There's always going to be somebody or something that, the world is a critical place, especially these days, right? So keep doing the continuous line. Keep pushing through. I did one right before I came online here. I'm going to post this. I kind of have my head tilted upwards, right? And the thing is like when I was making this mark, I'm just pointing this out for example, right? Like I was doing pretty good, but then I got to my nose and I gave myself a sharp pointy nose, and I do not have a sharp pointy nose, right? And so I was like, I wrecked it. No, I didn't wreck it. It's part of my practice, right? Like I have a rounded nose, right? I don't have a pointy nose. So, there's my mother's eyebrow right there. I got the arch of my mother's eyebrow and the slant of the droopy Irish eyelid, right? And my crease. I hope I didn't make it too deep, but I hope I didn't make myself too young, right? But when you lift your head like that, all your wrinkles go to the back, right? So anyways, I was just playing with this and my new hairdo, right? And then of course I've got my axolote t-shirt on. I have my axolote ring on too. I'm all about this magical Mexican salamander, man. He's so cool. He's like luminescent. And he's big in medical research right now because you could cut off all his arms and legs and tails and they'll grow back. So that he's very big with medical research, but he's also endangered. So there's a big push here in Mexico City to save the axolote. And so I'm raising awareness, right? Anyways, enough about that. So I want to just applaud everyone who's doing any sort of daily drawing, right? Because it's hard. You know, when you go to pick up your pen, you're like, okay, am I ready for this? Am I ready to like challenge myself? Am I ready to challenge my ego? One of the things that I have been doing to lessen the emotional charge of drawing selfies, and I would say 100% of you have an emotional charge. I mean, that's why I would imagine not a lot of people are doing it, because it's hard. It's really hard to draw yourself in one line, right? And so one of the things I do to lessen the charge, and especially, again, I love my friend and I know she didn't mean to hurt my feelings, but you know, such is life as an artist. We get our feelings hurt when someone's critical of our work, right? But since she said that, I hesitate a little bit more when I go to draw myself. And I know I can draw myself. I can draw anything, really. I mean, you know, within reason. So the thing I do to lessen the charge, let me see if I can do this. You know, come on now. Okay. Oh, I see. My cord is caught. Okay. This thing's got so many knobs. Alrighty. So, Let me see if I can do this. All right. Here's what I do to take the edge off. I have a whole new hairdo, so I just do myself rapidly. There's my big head. There's my eyebrows, my mother's eyebrows, my droopy eyes, my droopy Irish eyes. Oh, see, I drew my face too wide and too short. And I'm not even looking at a picture of myself, right? I'm just doing this all just imagining, what do I look like? At this point, I've been doing enough of myself that I may kind of remember what some of my challenges are. So just doing like fast selfies. Kind of have a little bit of a squared off. What is that thing called? Jaw. Chin, not jaw. I've had 2 coffees, so I got the tremblies from that. That's all right. I don't mind my tremblies from coffee. This is just really to take the edge off. Take the emotional charge off of drawing myself. I mean, they all kind of look like me, but they all kind of don't too, right? You know, if I can get the shape of my head somewhat right, I'm halfway there, right? My big Irish noggin. I always tend to get bigger as I'm drawing. One more. There we go. I just did 9 Megan selfies that all got progressively bigger. Why isn't this letting me? There we go. Okay, guys, there you are. Hello, hello. So, we're almost at the halfway challenge for those of you that are doing selfies. And if you've bailed, I totally understand, because it's hard. It's super hard. But, you know, even if you're just practicing at home, just to kind of get used to it, because honestly, it's one of the best challenges to just maybe get over yourself, right? That's something I need to practice, right? Just get over my ego of like, oh, it doesn't look like me, or somebody doesn't think it looks like me. It's not about somebody else. It's about our practice, right? That's what this group is about. Your practice, my practice. It's getting loud in the neighborhood here. I suppose it's always a little loud, but anyways, it's the week of Dia de los Muertos, and so people are coming in. It's a festive time to be in Mexico, right? I know there's lots going on in Oaxaca, San Miguel, Guanajuato, and Mexico City. Big parade here. So I'm going to be leading a group around, and we're going to go to the Flower Mercado, the Anthropology Museum. We're going to see about the Dia de los Muertos parade, because that's going to be a pretty massive thing. So we'll see how it goes with that. I'd probably like to see a little bit of it, because it's kind of cool, right? So I'm going to be doing continuous line every day, but because I'm in my workshop, I don't know how much I'll be able to share with the group, but I'll share with you when I get out. So again, I just want to applaud everyone who's doing the drawing participation in the continuous line storytelling, because it's hard, and especially the selfies, they're hard, but don't get too wrapped up in things being like done or perfect, because this is not the perfect drawing class. I'm going to keep saying that. It's not the perfect drawing class. We're here to practice. We're here to support each other and laugh with each other, and just support each other in the pursuit of curating our art practice, right? That's what I feel like. And life is always going to throw you a curveball, or some sort of there's always going to be criticism, right? In everything. And you just got to buck up and carry on, right? Which is what I'm doing. And I want to thank you all for participating in this group, all right? So keep doing your thing, whatever your thing is, and I will be checking in with you, but maybe not as much over the next couple of days, okay? All right, everyone. Take care. Happy Halloween. Feliz Dia de los Muertos. Okay, bye. Hey.